Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of A Lot of You Have Been Asking. I am so excited to be joined by today's guest. Joe Mele is here. Joe, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. This is actually probably my first podcast that I've ever done.
Oh, really?
Pretty excited. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, welcome to the podcasting world. I am so excited to chat with you. You crazily, it's like a crazy number to say you have 40 million followers online. Like, that's insane. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel like it took a long time for me to kind of process that. I mean, we just grew so quickly, and then now, we're a few years into social media. Now it's like, okay, wow, that's a pretty big number.
Yeah, and for those people that don't follow Joe, he creates the funniest content with his family. Your dad is so hilarious. How did you get started in the whole social media world? Like, tell me the story.
Sure. Yeah. So I feel like we've always had a pretty funny family. I mean, of course, my dad's always been a hilarious guy, and I feel like I get a lot of my humor from him. But yeah, I was always just a big follower of content creators and social media. Like, I watched a lot of YouTube. I was always constantly online, and I just thought that it looked really fun. It was really cool, and TikTok was pretty new when we first started, and I kind of just threw up a couple videos, and then it just snowballed from there. I mean, I think one of the first videos I posted got 1 million views, and I was like, that's freaking insane. So I got kind of addicted to it pretty quickly.
It's easy to chase the numbers and to see 100%, you see a million views, you're like, let's keep going.
Yeah.
But you said you've always been like a comedic, fun family, like entertaining. Who's creating these video ideas? Is it you? Is it your dad? Is it both of you? Are you having a brainstorming session?
I would say it's mostly me coming up with the ideas, because it's just our generation, like a lot of the stuff that's posted online, the older generation wouldn't really understand. So sometimes I bring these video ideas to my dad, and he's like, Joe, that's not funny. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, no, trust me. Let's film it. We put it together, and it'll make sense.
You got to trust the process, Dad.
Yeah. But no, my mom too. My mom comes with ideas sometimes. She'll see something online, and my dad too. I mean, we all come up with ideas. Mm-hmm. It's a nice, healthy balance.
And when you started posting, was it like a viral moment that really kind of checked in with you, where you were like, oh wait, this could actually be something? Or was it just a hobby and then it transitioned into a job? Like, how did that work? How did your mindset work with that?
Yeah, I guess the first couple of videos, like I said, I mean, we thankfully took off pretty early, but they weren't crazy numbers. I mean, we were getting a couple 10,000 viewed videos here, maybe 100,000, but we didn't really gain a lot of followers. So I guess the pivotal moment for us is, I dressed my dad up as the food critic from Ratatouille. I actually still have the DM from the person who sent me a picture of the food critic, and he's like, hey, your dad looks like this person. And so I was like, oh my gosh, we should dress him up as the food critic and post a video. And I think that video had I don't know. I mean, now it's probably 30, 40 million views. But overnight it had a couple million.
That's crazy.
We went from 100,000 followers to 1 million in less than 24 hours. It was freaking crazy.
That's insane.
So I guess that moment there, I was like, okay, this is starting to feel a little real. Maybe we should take this more seriously and start, posting 7 days a week and stuff like that.
No, truly. And do you guys have that type of schedule where you try to, create content with that in mind? Is it a post a day? Is there something that you guys are setting up? What does it look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, across socials, so Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, we're posting 7 days a week. Of course, every now and then something pops up where we're not able to get a post up, but we're posting 7 days a week. We just started YouTube long form. We're doing 2 long form YouTube videos a week, but I mean, it's an everyday thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say we're filming every single day, but there are some weeks where we're filming multiple videos 7 days a week.
Oh my God.
Of course, we're traveling a lot more now, and we're trying to keep ourselves busy, so we can't always film 7 days a week, but I would say more so than not, we're working every single day.
Yeah. So this has become a full-fledged family business. What is it like working with family? It's probably so challenging, but also so fun and rewarding at the same time.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, at first it was definitely challenging. We were at each other's throats constantly. We were clearly spending a lot more time together. But I think like over the years and as we continue to work together and navigate that space, I feel like we've all kind of like figured out our do's and don'ts and respecting each other's space and stuff like that. But I think we're at like a really good point in our family relationship and our work relationship as well.
Yeah, totally. What is the most surprising thing that has come from working with your family? Has it grown you guys a lot closer? Has it, taught you things that you didn't necessarily know about yourselves? Like, I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, we were always a close family. Like I freaking love my parents and I love my brother. I mean, we do everything together. We do like vacationing and fishing and we love spending outdoors. We go biking, all this stuff. So like we were a very close family. But I think like working together and being put in those stressful situations sometimes just like taught us a lot about each other. And I think just the love for each other just grew.
Yeah.
I feel like it's cliche to say that, but we are a very close family, and it's allowed us, like, growing on social media and having all these unique opportunities. It's allowed us to do so many cool things and meet so many cool people, and we're all experiencing it together, which is like such an awesome thing.
And what were you doing before the life that you were living on social media? Like, were you working full time? Were you a student? Like, how did you transition from that to now this?
Yeah, so I worked at like a local hardware store out here. But after that, I got back into college and I was at Binghamton University studying finance. And I was always a good student. Like I enjoyed math and science, and I always thought that like business was going to be sort of my angle on things. But while I was at Binghamton, a little bit before that semester is actually when I started social media. So then I went to Binghamton. I was living at campus, of course, and I was still recording and filming videos there. And then I would go home on the weekends sometimes, record videos with my family, and then from there, it kind of blew up and COVID happened, of course. So, we got sent home, and then I was like full time at my parents' house, and we were able to like capitalize on everyone being at home and being on their phone and, just being on social media.
Yeah, constantly. I mean, I was one of the people that was just like doom scrolling nonstop during COVID. Like it just never ended. Has being a creator, you were saying like going back and forth to college, has it like changed the way that people treat you in real life, or that you're like when you go out to eat or even just like grocery shopping or anything? Like, I feel like you guys with that many followers must be constantly just getting stopped and like asked about like your life and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, as the years go on too, and we get more popular videos and more views and more followers and all that stuff, it happens more frequently. But yeah, it's so cool. I mean, we've had hundreds, if not thousands, of interactions with fans and viewers and stuff like that. And I would say like 99.9% of them are positive. Like,
yeah.
It's just, we love that. It's just the coolest thing in the world that someone like, who I've never known or never would have met, comes up to me and they're like, or my dad or whoever, and they're like, "Oh, we love your videos." And, we always try to like give them the time of day and like ask what they love about the videos and ask about themselves and stuff like that. Like, it's just so cool having these interactions with these people.
Yeah. Have you ever had any like interactions online with, people that you followed or celebrities or brands that you were like, wait a minute, you know us? Like, how do you know us? That type of situation?
Yeah, that's always, it still happens every now and then, but it's so cool that you kind of, connect with these people online that you were always fans of and stuff like that. And, you kind of just scroll and it says like the follow back feature. It's like, oh my gosh, that person follows me.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like, I've made quite a few friends through that, that's always really fun too.
Yeah. I think that's the coolest part of this industry is that it's one, changing always, to the networking and the connections that you make. And obviously, like you said, getting to do such cool opportunities with your families that you wouldn't necessarily have been able to do before social media. What are some of those like really cool opportunities that you guys have been able to do because of this?
Yeah. So we've definitely been able to meet some really cool people. I mean, not too long ago, we did an integration with Tom Cruise. I did something with Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson. So that in itself, that's crazy.
Insane.
That's something I would never put on my bingo card. So that was really cool. And then, yeah, I mean, like, a lot of these brand integrations. I mean, and also the Gillette thing was freaking awesome. I mean, I never thought that, you know, my dad and I would be in a television commercial. I mean, that was the coolest thing in the world. You know, we did that for 2 years. The new commercial dropped not too long ago. So yeah, just unique opportunities like that, and the people you meet, the places you go. I mean, you know, it's really cool. It's crazy how social media kind of opens the door to all these unique opportunities.
Yeah, honestly, especially like TikTok, I feel like with the boom of that, it's just changed the trajectory of a lot of people's lives. Yeah. Do you guys think, you're obviously big personalities, do you think that has always been a thing, or does TikTok really bring it out of you guys? You and your dad, is your dad kind of ham it up for the camera, or is what you see what you get?
No, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, a lot of people think that we're all playing these characters, but I mean, he's that in real life. I mean, he is as New York as it gets, and his personality is probably even bigger.
Oh my God, I love that.
I mean, he's an absolute character, and that's what makes this so easy. You know, it's like we don't need to like script everything out, and I don't need to tell him how to act and what to say and what to do. I mean, that's just his personality. So it's you know, it's the coolest thing in the world.
That is fun.
Makes the job a lot easier.
If your dad wasn't your dad and you just like saw him online as a consumer, do you think you'd be a fan, or do you think you'd be like a little skeptical of him?
I guess it depends. I mean, there's probably quite a few videos where I'd be like, wow, this dude's a freak. But for the most part, I'm honestly like, I love the videos that we post. You know, I would never post anything that I'm not proud of. So a lot of the videos that we post, you know, we watch them. You know, after I press the post button, we usually, like, me, my mom, my dad, we just sit on the couch and just like watch the video together, and we like go through the comments and just share the interactions. And, you know, so we're also fans of what we do. Yeah,
I love that. I think too, like, you ever see the memes of like people that are like watching their own Instagram story on repeat and just like smiling? Yes. It's like, yes. That's a good way to feel about your own content.
100%.
That's like 100%. the energy yes. and entertainment that you're putting out into the world is infectious, truly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm so curious too, like, what is your advice for people that want to like work in social media, want to get into content? Like, what do you tell people who I'm sure come up to you and ask you that all the time?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like a lot of what I have to say is cliche, but it's like so true. I mean, like, you got to love what you do. I mean, content creation and being a presence online, it's like, of course, it's not for everybody, but if that's something you're truly passionate about, just like, enjoy what you do. Don't be so attached to the numbers or the followers or the comments, and like, don't care about what like family and friends think. Like, do what you want to do, like, have fun with it. And yeah, I guess the most important thing is like, don't be so attached to the numbers. You know, if you get 100 views, your first 100 videos, and then your 101st video, you get 1 million views. Like, you gotta just prolong the process and just have fun and enjoy what you do, enjoy what you post, and just, you know, it will work out. If it's meant to be, it'll
totally. Yeah. And I think too, a lot of people, like you said, get caught up in the numbers of, you know, one video flopping, the next one being a success, the next one flopping.
Right. Right.
Do you ever deal with that now that you've gotten to like a larger following size? Like, does that affect you at all? Or is it more so like more of a steady plug and chug machine now?
No, I mean, it definitely happens. I mean, you know, thankfully with our large following, it happens few and far between. But yeah, of course, it still happens. I mean, there's some times where you put a lot of effort into a video, and then, you know, the post-production, the editing and everything, and the preparation, and then we post the video and it doesn't perform as best. And, you know, I fall victim to that when it happens. I mean, I get very upset when a video doesn't perform well, and I definitely need to work on that.
No, I do the same thing.
Course,
I feel
like I said, I still enjoy what I post, and we'll normally keep the video up regardless. But yeah, I mean, I fall victim to that whenever that happens.
Yeah, and I feel like too, sometimes the videos that you don't think are going to perform well are the ones that end up performing well, and the ones that perform well are
that
like,
happens
what?
24/7, 24/7.
Yeah,
like some of our
just post the content.
Largest videos, like a couple of our videos have like 100 million plus views. Those are videos that like I almost never posted.
Yeah,
like I was like, this is silly, this isn't even that funny. Whatever, we did it, let's just post it, let's throw it up there and see what happens. And they have like 160 million views, and it's like, what?
Yeah, truly. I'm curious because you said you were a consumer of a lot of people's content, like before getting into the social media world and actually like posting it yourself. Who are some of like the favorite follows that you have that you continue following online?
Yeah, sure. So I think the first person, whoever popped up on my TikTok, he doesn't film as much anymore. But Jack Innanen, I think he's like more into acting now.
Oh
He has like
yeah.
a show on something. But like he was like super hilarious on TikTok, and that like type of humor is like my favorite. So whenever he posts videos, I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
I've actually had very small interactions with him before. But he's just such a cool dude, and his videos are freaking hilarious. I'm a big fan of him.
Is that something that you and your dad would ever want to get into, like making the transition from, TikTok creator, obviously doing the commercial with Gillette, like is acting the next step for you? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super open to it. I mean, like I think that that's something I could potentially see us doing for sure. But like I always tell people, like I kind of take it day by day. But like this social media world is just so crazy. Like never did I think I'd be, filming with celebrities, and never did I think we'd be on a Gillette commercial. So it's like I take things day by day, and like I said, the doors open up and opportunities arise, and you kind of just say yes or say no. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of taking it day by day, and of course that I would love to do that. I could see it potentially happening. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
to be determined. The rest is still unwritten.
Yes.
Has your dad ever vetoed a video where you've like come up with an idea, or you were talking earlier about like your family all like kind of brainstorming together? Have you guys ever been like, absolutely not, we cannot do that? Or do they all just kind of come naturally?
I'm trying to think of like a specific example, but I would say, yeah, I think there's probably been times where like my dad's definitely come up with ideas that I vetoed. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if our fans would understand that, because like I said, it's two different humors. He's like the older generation slapstick humor, and then ours is like the meme and weird humor that goes around. But then, yeah, I've definitely vice versa. I've pitched ideas to my dad, and he's like, nah, I don't want to do that or whatever. But if you take a look at our channel, you can tell that he says yes to most things. There's some pretty ridiculous videos that we posted, and then it's definitely taken a lot of convincing, but most of the time he's saying yes and is for it.
Honestly, thank God for that. It's truly so entertaining. I'm so curious to like, what is what is the most like New York Italian thing that your family like? What is the most textbook thing that happens on a daily basis with your family? Because you see all these like memes online about it, and you guys are kind of like living it in real life, it seems. I'm so curious on my end, like what does that look like on a daily basis for you?
I guess it's not really necessarily a daily basis, but I think like the most like New York Italian thing we do is like my dad has his brother and all his cousins out, and then everybody's just sitting around the table, like big pot of pasta and crabs and this and that. And they just sit at the table, like no joke, for like 5 hours, just eating nonstop and just like talking about the most random things in the world from their past. And it's so cool because my dad, of course, has like a very thick New York accent. But when he's around like his brothers and his cousins from like Queens,
it's like another level.
New York City, like, oh my God, like you can't even understand what they're saying. Like it's hilarious. Like my mom and I are just sitting there. Like I don't think I have a New York accent. I don't think my mom does either. I mean, maybe some words here and there. But my mom and I are just sitting here like, I don't understand what they're saying. Like it's just it's hilarious.
I would just be sitting there with like a notebook, like jotting down all of the video ideas that you can use with that, and like making that your content brainstorming.
Exact same thing. We do the exact same thing. We're just sitting there and I'm like, oh, that's a good word. Oh, that's so really funny. Oh, we could do this.
Are you a big pop culture celebrity fan? I have some pop culture questions that I want to ask you that I'm just curious about your take on.
I will do my very best to answer that. I feel like I'm, as much as I am chronically online, I feel like I like am not as much in the scene when it comes to like pop culture stuff.
Okay.
I'll give it my best.
If you could swap lives with any celebrity for a day, who would it be and why?
I feel like I've actually answered this question before. I think I said Tom Holland.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, because I feel like he's a good dude. I feel like he's a phenomenal actor, and like the Marvel movies, Spider-Man. I mean, like, how could you beat that? Like, you're like the coolest guy on earth.
And you get to date Zendaya.
Sure,
that doesn't hurt.
A lovely girlfriend, so I'm not going to comment on that. But
of course,
Yeah, but I think that'd be pretty cool. I think Tom Holland is pretty awesome, dude.
I like that. If your life was a reality show, if you guys had a TV show, which I honestly could be in the realm of possibilities for you guys, I know I would watch. What do you think it would be called?
Oh my gosh. Man, the Mele household, or the craziness at the Mele household. I mean, it is pretty ridiculous. Like, I really wish that I had cameras on us 24/7, because like the stuff that happens off camera is just like hilarious.
Like it's 10 times better than the stuff that's on camera.
I still can't tell when he's being serious or when he's joking, because he's just joking 24/7. Like, cameras off, cameras aside, like we're done filming, we're just chilling, like rest of the family, we're hanging out, and like he's still joking around. So I feel like if we had cameras on us 24/7, that'd be pretty fun.
Honestly, I would love to see that, because I feel like you meet a lot of people that on the internet that aren't necessarily who they are in person. So it's very refreshing to hear that take, because it's not always the case.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. It's like when we meet fans, and when we meet like, or work with productions and stuff like that, like they all kind of say the similar thing. They're like, you guys are exactly what you are online. Like, it's just so funny, because we're all just constantly joking and having fun.
Yeah,
you know, as much as this is, you know, quote unquote work and what we do for a living and full time, I mean, we just have so much fun with it. Because we get to be ourselves, we get to laugh, and we get to hang out.
100%. And who do you think would be a good duo to play you and your dad in a movie about your life, if that was to come down the road?
That's a really good question. I feel like there's like a super Italian, I don't know his name, but like a super Italian comedy dude. I think he's like a stand-up comedian. I feel like he would be a really good person to play my dad. I don't know his name.
Okay, I was gonna say I could see like a Robert De Niro playing your dad or something along those lines, like just a quintessential Italian guy.
Be awesome. Yeah, he would crush that.
Do you guys have any like fun projects coming up that you want to tease, like whether it be you know, brand collabs, or you know, other commercials, other things you guys are working on? I know us creators love to tease a top secret project as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few things. I mean, we have a Mele family vacation series coming up.
Oh wow!
I believe it's going to be camping, all of us camping together. I'm super excited about that, because the way we look at our social media, it's kind of just like an extension of a sitcom. It's like a short form sitcom. So, you know, we want to do these like little episodes here and there. Like we did it last year with Virgin Voyages. We partnered with Virgin Voyages, and we went on the cruise, and, you know, I think it was like an 9-day cruise. And, you know, it garnered like over 100 million views across social. So it was just super successful, and we wanted to do something similar. So I think we're going to do like a Mele family goes camping video.
Oh my God, that'll be good.
Yeah, super excited about that. And like I mentioned earlier, we're starting to do YouTube long form, which we've had so much fun with. I think we're about like 2-ish months in of doing it. And it's been so successful. Like we're having so much fun with it. The fans freaking love it. The community is awesome. And it's super different from what we do on short form content. So it's so cool when like fans and people like find our YouTube and they're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like I've never seen this side of you and dad, and it's just so cool. So we've been having a ton of fun with that. We actually just posted a video 30 minutes ago.
Like I'm refreshing, seeing what's going on with that.
What was that?
You got to refresh and like see how it's doing, all the things after the post. I always do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so curious to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I can't get into this third thing as much, but we have something really, really cool coming up. We partnered with a very, very successful production team, and I got something more sitcom-esque, TV show-esque coming down the pipeline. So I'm super excited about that without getting too much into it.
We love to hear that. We love a little tease going on. Everybody needs to be tuned into that, I'm sure. It'll be very exciting. I always like to end my conversations with 2 questions, one fun, one more serious. So we'll start with the fun. Sure. Do you have any influencer icks that you see online, you know, whether it be people you follow or people that stumble upon your For You page, where you see people doing something and you're like, oh, you know, that's not I don't like that. Like for me, it's always the crying videos really get me going. I'm like the setting up of the crying in the corner and watching yourself do that always gives me a little bit of an ick. Do you have any as a creator that you see?
Yeah, I was going to say something similar. I think there's a lot of your life that doesn't need to be always shared online. I feel like, content creators sometimes overshare. And I feel like that's where it could sometimes get dangerous and sometimes get, your fans don't need to see everything that goes on in your life and you don't need to share everything. So, you like that's something that I don't always love to see. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. Great. But I've always tried to stay away from that. I mean, there's of course, your private life is super important. And I think there are some content creators that overshare and I that's kind of, I guess that's my biggest thing.
Yeah. And what do you guys want if you were to, 10 years down the road, you want to have like your social media legacy? What do you want that to be for you and your family? Like what people come to you and say like, oh, they made me feel like this, or this is what they gave to us.
Yeah. I think the best comment that we always receive and it always brings a smile to our face is like whenever someone comments like, hey, I was having a super crappy day today, went to your page, watched your videos, and it like instantly brought up my mood. It put a smile on my face. And like that's so cool to us. Like the opportunities aside and the people we meet aside and all the cool things that we do, like that's the most important to us. And my dad will say the same thing. I mean, it's the coolest thing in the world where you have these like in real life interactions with these fans and they're like, hey, I was having a super dark time. I was super sad, whatever. And I was watching your videos and they brought a smile to my face or even just random people just like watching the videos and laughing. Like that's so cool. Like I've always enjoyed making people laugh in school and making my friends laugh. And my dad, same thing. He was growing up making his friends and family laugh. I mean, that's the coolest thing in the world. And the fact that we can do it on such a large scale. I mean, we post a video and it gets a couple million views and, if 10 people laugh, 1,000 people laugh, whatever, like that makes it all worth it to us. Like we love that.
Lasting impact for sure is going to be the entertainment value completely.
Absolutely.
And where can people follow you? Where can people keep up with you and see all of your content, see the potential secret projects that you're working on? Let us know where we can share your content too.
Sure. Yeah. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok is all at MMM Joe Mele, JOBMELE. My Snapchat, for whatever reason, I think is Joe Mele 8. But I think I'm in the process of getting that changed to MMM Joe Mele as well.
Yeah, you got to have everything uniform across the board.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and just chatting with me. I love following your guys' content online and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. So I really, really appreciate you joining on to the podcast today.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. First podcast in the books. I think it went super well.
You did a great job. Awesome. You would never know. You're a pro.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe. I'll see you guys all next week. Make sure to like and subscribe to the podcast everywhere podcasts are available. And make sure you go follow Joe too.
Bye, guys.